Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Naturals, number 25.
Striding in once again, Brad Meza. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A high fastball is in there.
He got two pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. It's one thing if you take one pitch, but to take them twice, I don't know where his concentration is right now, Matt. I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Here's another 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Brian Lopez
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. In there, a base hit. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
This is when you really know you're on a hot streak. When a ball falls in like that, you sit back and you just say, I'll take it.
Jimmy Comstock comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
3-1 now. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Ready once again, Rich Cedeno, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And the run will come in to score from second as they've cut the lead in half to 4-2 now.
now batting.
Alberto Gonzalez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Ready for another shot now, Will Nixon. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. The 0-1 delivery. Ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
4-2 the final score tonight. Felix Quintero takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Number 25 earns the save out of the bullpen, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Our final line score for the victorious Naturals: 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Rockhounds, 8 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors, and 4 men left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Your attention,
Number 25 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 25.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Baseman Alberto Gonzalez.
Alberto Gonzalez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, he sends it out of play. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Digging in once again, Will Nixon. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Out of play.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Sherman Takahashi is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
2 out here and a runner at second. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man. Striding in once again, Rich Cedeno. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Ready for another shot now, Jerome Shackelford, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. Jesus Colon comes on looking for it.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Jesus Colon earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and number 25 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 25.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ricky Fortenberry is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Now here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. And this one will be out of play off to the left.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Another full count pitch home. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Mariano Lopez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
He's really showing me something right here, Matt. He hit the last batter, and the first pitch right here, boom, fastball on the inside half, coming right at him again. He's not fearful of anything.
And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit up. Set to deal on 2-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Now batting.
Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Ready for another shot now, Arturo Piedra. And he will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Swing and a liner. And he has come through, as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. In to score, the runner from third. And the second run will score as well. And he is into second base with a two-run double. Digging in to try it again, Harper Ham. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Designated hitter, Ken.
Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And another foul ball.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Dario Alvarez wins his fourth game out of the bullpen this year. John Kincaid.
An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost, because any situation can be a teaching opportunity.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Naturals, number 25.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Leading off for Springfield,
Andres Rodriguez is at the plate as he looks at ball one. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count now. 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance, Rick Chavez.
Catcher, Rick.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Milligan. 2 gone. Ready once again, Dave Aquino. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, clutch up here, get a strikeout.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Striding in once again, Louis Jones. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Ready on 1-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in to try it again. Number 82. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. This is hit sharply to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
So he took advantage of the young guy right there. He continued to throw fastballs. First one, second one, then they got the base hit on the 3rd one. Don't be afraid to mix in a curveball.
Designated hitter.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Fouled back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Oh, what a stop! To second for 1. Safe! Richie Del Carmen is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Richie
digging in once again. Jorge Mota. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Has a look, now the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
5-2 the final score tonight. John Gant earns his 5th winner of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more...
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Naturals, number 25.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Acevedo. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
Designated hitter.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Lopez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Ready for another chance. Matt Baldwin. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. In there, no balls and a strike.
Look, Matt, they're down 3 in the 8th inning. Take a pitch, get hit by a pitch. You got to get base runners. Manufacture right now is the time because you only got 6 outs to play with.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Roger Baez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Riding in once again, Victor Gonzalez. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So no run.
Your attention,
Jesus Colon
now
takes the ball now in inning number 9. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. George Conrad records win number 16 on the season. Nick Vogel is tagged with the loss despite giving up only.
Your attention,
number
please.
25 is
Now
on, and he'll
pitching
take
for
over on the
Northwest
mound
Arkansas,
in relief.
Number 25.
Striding in once again, William
Leading off for Arkansas. Catcher, William.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another try at 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Cesar Acevedo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. 1-1. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Matt Baldwin will be next. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Baldwin. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
2-0 pitch on the way. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2-1. Here it is. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Roger Baez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Runners are at second and third with one down. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And this is taken for a called third strike. So they go right at him with the base open, and it pays off. And now there are 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting,
Ryan Haller is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Mazo on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held onto it in the bottom to secure this win.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. Northwest Arkansas get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Brian Rodriguez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 25 wraps it up for the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
our final line score for the victorious Naturals. 3 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors, and 4 men left on base. For the Travelers, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Your
Number
attention,
25
please.
enters
Now
from the
pitching for
bullpen to do the
Northwest
pitching.
Arkansas, number 25.
Digging in once again, Roger Baez. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Well, he's been really cold right now, and again, he finds himself 0-2. When you're struggling, you don't get in hitters' counts, and the other thing that happens, they come right after you. They're not wasting any time coming after him.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Ryan Haller comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. In there, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled back. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Ready for another shot now. Victor Gonzalez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The win would belong to the big right-hander Chris Young if the lead holds up for him here. Arrojo is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Chris Young earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Number 25 earns the save out of the bullpen, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.
Number 25 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 25.
Now at the plate, Cesar Acevedo. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Cesar Acevedo.
And he takes ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Chacin fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Settling in now, Matt Baldwin. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Set to deliver on 2-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Miguel Barrios. Yes, he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard, but foul.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home. Digging in and looking for more, Victor Gonzalez. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. 4-1. Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Whoa, he tried to end it right there. 1 big swing here in this extra inning game.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Ready for another chance. Ryan Haller trying to avoid the dreaded hat trick here. He's 0 for 5 all told. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. The high fastball is in there.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Another 0-2 home. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Eduardo Delgado is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Here's the first pitch. Herb Lynn is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Mazo is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So it's no runs. Ready once again, William Coe. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
William Coe.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, he got a high strike on the fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Hey, it's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Here's the first pitch. Matt Baldwin comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Miguel Barrios. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. And at long last, the winning run is across to score. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Junior Moreno earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
They left 10 men.
A young pitcher who is off to a rough start in his first pro season gets a visit from his coach. The coach offers encouragement and help. Only if a player can be convinced to remain patient and open will a coach have a chance to teach him and help him improve. A summons to the manager's office is a rare invite. A player may wonder for what reason he has drawn his manager's attention. It's an attitude check. The manager makes his point. The player makes one of his own. The two have arrived at an understanding, perhaps. A minor league manager must also be a teacher, and this one does his best to make lemonade out of a lemon season. Though each player hopes not to be around here by the end of it, this AAA manager nevertheless rallies his team for the beginning of a new season campaign.
Your attention,
Number
please.
25 gets the
Now
call from the
pitching for
bullpen to
your
pitch in
Omaha
relief.
Storm Chasers, number 25.
Ready once again, Rob
Leading off
Segedin.
for
No
the
hits in
Dodgers,
3 tries so
third
far.
baseman,
He's struck out once.
Segedin.
And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Ready for another shot now
batting,
David Castro.
Second baseman, David
Into the
Castro.
windup and the pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with a fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And that's a cool moment for him on the mound as he racks up his first strikeout since coming to AAA.
Now batting,
Hey, one of the things you're looking forward to as a pitcher, can you advance to the next level? That strikeout right there, his first strikeout in AAA, could mean a lot of confidence for down the road.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the top of the ninth keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
That's what you call going to the plate with a game plan. 0-0 count, looking for a fastball. He took it right back up the middle. Great execution.
Now batting.
Chop
Right
fouled
fielder,
over towards the coaching
Ken
box.
Milano.
And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Way outside. 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Jason Hamill earns his first win of the season. Number 25 wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Washington Nationals.
Number
Your attention,
25
please.
is ready, and he'll
Now
take the
pitching
ball
for
from the
your
manager.
Omaha Storm Chasers, number 25.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Descalso.
Oklahoma
Couple of
City.
singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 1-2. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Digging in and looking for more, David Castro. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Really busting him in on this at-bat right there. First 2 pitches inside for strikes, and I don't see him changing his pattern.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's thrown the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that puts the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first base. If you can get that knock or get that guy in from first base, you know you've got a chance with that bullpen to hold it up.
Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Ready for another chance? Angel Quintero, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Tadahito Shinjo is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing.
Volpe is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. Nick Goody claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 25 hammers down the save, his second. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Omaha Storm Chasers, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Dodgers, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Omaha.
Ready for
Number
another
25.
shot now. Damon Bonner due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Damon Bonner is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Shin-Soo Choo is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's a good fastball down the zone. Now, some hitters are good low ball hitters, but that's exactly where you want to be.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Ball 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2 one more time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Digging in to try it again. David Franco looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt. I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses.
So it was a strikeout swinging. David Franco goes quietly, and they've got only 1 out left. In now, Sherman Rutledge, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, we got 2 out.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. Set to deal on 2-2. Right side. Mondesi brings it in. On to first, and that'll be a bitter pill to swallow for this home crowd as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Chris Withrow claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 25 closes the door for the save, his third of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Omaha Storm Chasers, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Express, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Omaha, number 25.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Leading off for Memphis. Left fielder.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Carlisle coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
That's a big leadoff hit late in the game right there. Now you're down 1. You get the leadoff guy on. Now he can do a lot of things. Will he steal? Will they bunt him over? Will he score on a gapper? Maybe score on a home run. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they get him home.
Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Ready for another chance. Victor Acevedo. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone. Swing and a liner. And he will not come up with that one as that shoots right on by him, a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Now batting.
Albert Rosario is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Carlisle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's the first pitch. Ronaldo Lopes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Ken Massett. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Here's the first pitch. Sean Babb is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. The 1-0. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Digging in to try it again, Jarrett Parker. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they're going to walk off as winners here in 12 innings. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a clutch hitter when it mattered. Ended up driving in 3 runs, and they were all 3 important runs to drive in. Without him, this would have really been a different game.
For the Storm Chasers, 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Omaha. Number
digging
25.
in once again, Cesar Jimenez. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
And he misses with it, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Jose Martinez will be next. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Now batting, left fielder
Jose Martinez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. And he'll reach first safely. Ready once again, Elroy Haynes. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Well, that's a big hit right there. You might be wondering why they hold the runner up. Now you have bases loaded. Anytime you have no outs, you don't want to force that guy to be thrown out. Now you put the pressure on the defense with the bases loaded.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here. With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Eric Fryer is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
Oh, that was a pitch he wanted right there. That's a situation. You can't go to 2 balls. because if you go to 3, you know you're going to throw him the ball right down the middle. This pitch right here, everything hinges on this pitch. Bases loaded, you know he's got to come to you. He's got to throw a strike right here.
3-2 with the bases loaded. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Roberto Rosado is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there.
And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Oh, and it misses ball 4. So just like that, this ball game is tied.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Howard Almonte is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of the few guys that really swung the bat well in this game.